I don't know you. What's going on, people of YouTube? I've been gone for 2 years, and there's some things that I haven't shown. There's a lot of things that changed. You guys formerly know me as XX Copic, but that's gonna change real soon once you guys start seeing what I'm doing now. So if you come over here, this is my 1988 Monte Carlo LS. It's not LS swapped, that's just the front end. I bought the car for $1,600 2 years ago. Had a knocking 305. Changed that motor, I swapped it out. I swapped that motor out for a small block Chevy 355. Simple but efficient. So I guess I just wanted to do a little walk around video, just showing the car, showing the change of content. A lot of things changed. There is no longer any more gaming. We're doing real life shit now. So between the cars and the bikes, which I'll get into in a little bit, this is my new life. So, yeah, this is the Monte Carlo. I guess I'll walk you through what I have done to it. So this is our 355. It's 40 over with stock 10.5 to 1 pistons, I believe. I'm gonna cut that out. I don't know if that's true. I know there's comp roller rockers, full roller tip rockers in there. The heads are Summit 202 cast iron heads. Stock bottom end, and it's got like a 520 lift cam from comp cams. Nothing crazy, but it gets the job done, and it's enough to smoke the tires down the block. It's on MSD. I have a very funny story about my whole MSD coil. Over here, I was messing with my coil bracket that sits right there, and my windshield wiper arms, they were coming around and they were connecting on the top of the boot, cutting the car. Could not figure it out for the life of me until one day I was looking at it and I seen that it was cut on the boot, and that was my issue. And that issue stemmed from a lot of anger, and we'll get into a little counseling session. Don't let anger take over and make you do things that you don't want to do, because then you'll be dealing with what I'm dealing with a replacement dash overlay, because I kicked out my original dash. Back over to here, like I said, we're on MSD ignition, so this is the 6AL. It's a very basic old box. I got this pre-owned, got a good deal on it, so that's just what I went with. Currently, what's stopping me from driving the car is the whole transmission issue. It came with a factory 200 R4. It was tired. The car had, I believe, 190,000 miles on it, give or take. When I bought it, I changed the motor, never decided to change the transmission, never touched it actually, which is probably the worst idea that I had, but it ran for a while. I wound up blowing that one up due to improper TV cable setup and just being really hard on the car. Currently there's a 700 R4 in there. I just did the swap over to a used 700. It had like 50,000 miles or so. Came out of a running driving car, but it was sitting around for 2.5 years. So things got dried up, oil got mushy for the most part, and jammed and clogged governors and valve bodies and stuff like that. So the thing wasn't shifting. I was messing around one day and was able to get it to shift. Took the car for a ride, drove like 150 miles, came back. Next day, woke up, went to go drive the car, would not shift, wouldn't hold power, nothing. So I was like, all right, well, I guess stop playing with used junk and finish building my 700. In the process of doing that swap, a lot of things had to get changed around, which either I'll throw up some photos or I'll show you guys the undercarriage of the car in a second. In here I have I think this cross member is from Amazon, but it's very similar to the G-Force cross members. It's a It's a box steel, like a 2-inch box steel cross member. I have a polyurethane transmission mount in there. And the drive shaft is stock, but I had it shortened. While it was sitting in my shop, there's a few other things I did. I went over the suspension while I was doing the 700 R4 swap. I put Maruzo trick springs in the front and rear. I have Lakewood shocks in the back. They're a single adjustable 70-30 split. The fronts are Comp Engineering. I have those set up to 60-40. I don't know if you can see it too much. That's the head of it. I'm not gonna be able to. Yeah, they're in there. So those are my Comp Engineering absorbers. If I have a photo, I'll throw them up. In the back, there is the Maruzo trick springs along with the Lakewood rear shocks. I'm really happy with how the car is sitting currently. It's sitting a lot lower from the stock suspension, which I'm super happy with because I wound up torching my springs and it was way too low. I was sitting on bump stops and I was bottoming out, especially in the front end. So doing the new Maruzo trick springs, it gave me a nice stance to that I'm happy with. And it looks good. To the point where I had to roll my my quarters. So I guess while we're underneath, we'll go through a little bit more of what's under here. I just have I have two 2.5 inch pipes for my exhaust system. There is no crossover, no X pipe, no H pipe. They're just two individual exhaust. Which isn't the best, but it works. It works for what I'm doing. So the whole reason why I have my drive shaft, my stock drive shaft shortened, is because this stock 7.5 inch rear end is very tired. The clutches are tired. This rear came out of a 84 SS that I bought as a parts car, and honestly, I bought the car for $650, and I think I got my money's worth from it. It's still a very tired rear. It's not the best, but it's getting the job done for now. I do plan on going to a Ford 9-inch for this. I just have a little bit more other priorities with the car, such as the transmission. What's going in here is a 700 R4. It's a fresh rebuilt with a Boss Hog 2800 stall converter, which should really wake this car up because it's never had a converter. This is the interior on the 88 Monte Carlo. This is my pride and joy in here. I spend most of my time in that seat over there. This is pretty much my gauge controls. Gauge controls? What the fuck? My cluster? I don't know. What the fuck do you call that? This is my cockpit, okay? This is my cockpit. So yeah, this is where I spend most of my time. It's right in here. The wheels from Amazon, same with the steering wheel adapter. It's from a brand Forever Sharp. Pretty decent quality stuff, which I enjoyed their assembly. This is my B&M Pro Stealth Magnum shifter. I'm not sure exactly the what model it is, but I got a pretty good deal on it since it was on sale on Jegs. I decided to bite the bullet and finally buy it. And then up here, this is the real nice stuff. That is my digital dash from Intellectronics. I don't know if I'm saying that brand right. That was super fun to wire up. And the main issue was actually my fuel sender. I went through 2 fuel senders from Jegs. One was their stainless one from Jegs, and then I bought another one off of eBay, and that one was kind of just an anodized. It wasn't stainless. I heard from a friend of mine that the stainless ones have a very difficult time trying to ground for the ohms. So that's why I had to switch it out, because I wasn't getting a reading on the fuel. These are the back seats in my car. I wish I spent more time back here because it is very comfortable. I would probably hire a personal driver just to sit in the back of my car. I just got some stickers in the back for my passengers to look at, and a nice fire extinguisher. Keep us safe inside these old cars because you never know what's gonna happen. And I got my 2 froggy friends. They're just chilling back here, having a jolly old time. This is the trunk of my car. It's very not set up correctly. I have 2 12s back here with some AutoZone 6x9s. My XXX amplifier. The wiring back here was just enough to get it done. The car's not going to burn down, but it's not the greatest how I have it set up. I will be doing more to that in the future. Just like I said before, I have way bigger fish to fry. Currently, I can't drive the car, so no point in listening to music if you can't drive it. The rear end of the car, it's got the 88 bumper, the polyurethane with the lights that don't have the crowning around them. It's a little bland and boring, but it does the job and it looks coolish for the most part. For my tire setup, I'm on some Mickey Thompson Sportsman SR tires with, I think these are factory rims. I'm not sure that's what came on my car. These tires are pretty sticky. I like them for the street. They don't balloon out, and it's still a 275. 28, 10, 15 is my tire spec. I will be upgrading these in the future. I want to go on to I believe they are the Mickey Thompson RS or the Street RS. Those would be nice to have. That's a little dream of mine. Well. We come back from getting food, and look who decides to show up. Our best friend, Harry Barry, in his 79 Z28. Yeah, dog.
With some horsepower.
Horsepower. You guys have seen some car content. This may look very familiar to you. It may not, but I hope it does.
The tires.
Yeah, holy.
you didn't see them. Yeah, I gave it a little beans.
He decided to give it a little beans while he was on my road.
In my cul-de-sac.
In my cul-de-sac.
In your cul-de-sac. Cold start?
Cold start. 100% cold start.
Yeah. It's no cold. Yeah, it did go bad.